Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Um, we're doing JNCIA-Junos certification course. For this certification, we follow the this guideline. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 have been completed. Today, we start Chapter 3, the initial configuration. So, first, check the lab connectivity. Is it okay or not? IPv6 IPv6 router. Next 209.165.1.1 sorry 1.0/13 .5 router loopback. That two okay. PP. We take another to testing PC, checking the connectivity. Means PC, number of PC to save. Silver and two. How difficult are advanced Juniper certifications such as JNCIP and SP? Not much difficult. Just you will get details of routing like OSPF, ISIS, BGP, details of MPLS, MPLS L3 VPN, MPLS L2 VPN, and details of multicasting and class of service. There was the topics of that certification. Not much difficult. It's, I think, more easy. 5 0 okay. 5 okay. In LAN side, we take care 1/24 11.0.24 and duplicate. Yeah, take 12.0/10. Okay, this is the very simple lab. Just now start. Okay. Now, security. Yes. BMX-1, BMX-2. It's very small font. I just make it bigger. Appearance. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So in chapter 3, initial configuration, we'll discuss. In the chapter, this topics will be discussed. That means factor default configurations for Juniper operating system. Initial configuration task performed on device running the Junos operating system. Interface types and interface configuration basis. So first one, what is the factory default configuration? Factory default configuration means when you purchase a device from vendor, just power on that device. The device have no configuration, just basic startup configuration you will get. This basic startup configuration is called factory default configuration. So factory default configuration means nothing that is not configured. Okay. So this is the position. And in MX device, you will get factory default configuration this way. This line will be only configured. You have to configure the device, depends on your requirement. This is called the factory default configuration. Okay. So at first time, when router booted, loading the factory default configuration, or you can manually set load factory default. If you set load factory default manually, this device will go to default factory default configured device. On that time, you will set the root authentication, then set the commit command to save the configuration. Is the very first step. When you powering on a device, just device testing the post operation, or on self test, or you can gracefully shutting down the Juniper operating system. Normally, when we use the PC, then if you want to shut down your PC, then go to power option, then press the shutdown button. Okay. In Juniper operating system, if you power off that device, there will be two ways. First, you request the software system, so please off your activities, then manually power off that device. One is softly off that device, and another one is hardly power off that device. These are the two ways. One is request system halt to gracefully halt the Junos OS and help ensure the file system integrity. This is the better way. When you shut down your router, firstly, you send the request command to system for halt. then you press the power off button or unplug your power cord. This is the better way to shut down your router. Request system hold. Initial configuration checklist. This is the first one. There is a limitation of a password. A password must be minimum 6 character. And today we see how to set the host name, how to set the system time, system services for remote access. That means Telnet and SSH. It will erase the config when I use request. No, not changing the configuration. Okay. Host name, system time, system services for remote access, how to telnet and SSH, management interface, static route for management traffic. Static route for management traffic. So this portion will be discussed today. Or configure. I will show the configuration also. First one is login as root. Then starting the CLI, we already discussed. Last chapter, shell prompt. This is the operational mode prompt, and this is the configuration mode. Configuration mode prompt. This is the parameter. Set the host time and set the root password. Again, root authentication, time parameters, time zone, and current time. This is the setting of time zone, and this is the manual time set. Run set date. Or you can set also NTP time. In production, we use NTP for time update. NTP means network time protocol that will synchronize the time function with NTP server and NTP client. Router will be the NTP client, and you can use the dedicated server for NTP services. Management access parameter, we use normally Telnet and SSH for logging the device, but Telnet is less secure and SSH is more secure. I will show the both one, Telnet and SSH both. You can set the idle timeout value or login message. That means login banner when you compared to Cisco MOTD. We use MOTD in Cisco, but in Juniper we use set login message. You can set your message when someone try to log in. They first see this message. Okay, so okay. Router is ready now. Root. Select, then edit. And the router. User is root 1, 2, 3. Root 1, 2, 3. Select, then edit. Okay. First, run request first one is factory default. How to set the factory default configuration? Load factory default. This is the command. Load factory default. Load factory default. Okay, so press the command load factory default. Factory default means override existing configuration with factory default. Then enter the command activating factory configurations. Then press the run request or request system reboot the system. Okay, reboot the system. Yes, system going down immediately. Shut down now. System now. That will be just restarting the router. Okay. You can use another way to initialize the router, like run request system 0is. It is all data, including configuration and log files. You can also use this command to initialize the device. Your all configuration will be removed. Okay, this is the another way. You have two ways to initialize your router. You can use any one. Load factory default or request system 0is. So wait for some time. Start. Okay, now I have login prompt. Login with user ID root and password 3. User ID is root. Pre-built configuration root 1, 2, 3. Yes. Select, then edit. Show display set. Some extra configurations there. I will remove that configuration. It means logical router, delete. Another one is this one. This one will be delete. Delete interface EM0 is the management interface. Not needed that configuration. So first one, after setting the root authentication, when you changing the user mode, now consider you are in configuration mode, set the host name. How to set the host name? Now I am in VMX1, So set system host name. Host name is BMX1. Yes. Then commit router is the BMX1. This router, then root, password blank. This is the actual scenario. After factory default or system zero eyes, you will get the actual scenario. User ID is the root, your password will be blank, CLI, then edit, show. This is the factory default configuration. And one warning is there. What is the warning? Missing mandatory statement, root authentication. You have not set the root authentication. That means root password. When you place the commit command and the error show system missing mandatory statement, root authentication. Otherwise, setting root authentication, you can't make commit command. So first set system root authentication, plain text password, Junos 123 plus Junos 123 hash. You can set any password, no issue. Okay. Set system host name. This host name will be BMX2. Then place the commit command. Okay. Set the commit command. Before commit command, set host name and root password. And root authentication, you can show also root authentication. That means show root authentication. In configuration, I use plain text, but this password is using the encryption algorithm to encrypt the password. Next is time parameters. First one is time zone, and then how to, if you set time manually, you can set it. So how to do this? Number one, show explicit. Okay. Set system time zone to set the time zone. Is the available time zone. Okay. So I'm in Asia and my city is Dhaka. Okay, this is my time zone. Okay. Then press the commit command. Commit. Run show system uptime. That will show you the device current time. Device current time is 2022-12-17 December 2020. Now time is 9:05 a.m. and your time zone is BDT. That means Asia Dhaka. 9:05. Okay. If you set this time manually, then place the command set date. Set date, then you can use NTP, Network Time Protocol. If you set time manually, this will be the format. First one is year, then month, then day, then hour, then minute, dot, then second. So if I said this time 9:06 a.m., this is year is 2022, day, month is December 12, day is 17 December, hour is 09, minute is 07, and second is 00. Okay, then flash the command. Saturday, December 17, 907. BDT is the time zone, and here is 2022. Okay, this is the way to set the time. Management access parameters. Management access parameters means when you Telnet or SSH, for this I can take the Wireshark capture or visualize the activities. Okay, so BMX1 and BMX2, these are the two routers. BMX2 run telnet need IP address, BMX1 IP address for login. So I can't set IP address yet. So first set the IP address, then try to log in Telnet and SSH. Then first one is, now I am in BMX1, set interface IP address. There are three interfaces. One is LAN, another is router to router, that means P2P 1.0/30, and another one is loopback. Set interface loopback LO, loopback interface is LO0, unit 0, description loopback. This is the loopback interface, and family inet. Inet means IPv4. Family inet address. Loopback address is 209.165.0.1/32. If you set here IPv6, you can also set the IPv6 address there. No issue. Set loopback, the loopback interface. 0.2 IPv6 app separate chapter, I think. And this will be in maybe in appendix on JWeb and interface configuration example. Oh, no, not in appendix. So I show it here now. Set the IPv6. IPv6 address, like example, is 2022, then a double colon slash 128, because it's a loopback, one. And another loopback is, that will be 2022 colon a double colon 2/128. You know about IPv6 address format or IPv6 address, how to write that address, what will be the valid IPv6 address, how to make it. You know this already? Yes. Hello. Oh, Could you know about IPv6 address? How to write this? Do you understand IPv6? That is 128 bits address. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And P2P is 2022 colon A colon 1 colon 1 double colon slash 126. We can use 126 or 127 for P2P, or you can also use slash 64. No issue. And this one 2022 colon A colon A colon A double colon slash 64. And this address I set here 2022 colon A colon B colon B double colon slash 64. Is the random submit? Just a minute. Okay, test IPv6 also. So when you set the IPv6 address up to this is okay. That will be INET 6, that is IPv6. The address BMX1 loopback address is 2022 colon A double colon 1 slash 128. That's good. And BMX2 loopback address will be 2. It's okay. Then set the IPv6 address for P2P, point-to-point, BMX1 and BMX2. Interface is GE-0 by 0 by 0. Okay, set interface GE-0 by 0 by 0, unit 0, description, connect to it, BMX2. So another end, that means BMX2, connect with BMX1. That's good. Then IPv4 address, family INET, address 209.165.1.1 slash 30. This is the IPv4 address, and IPv6 INET 6 address 2022 colon A colon 1 colon 1 double colon 1 slash 126. This is the IPv6 address, and press the commit command, commit check. Yes, it's fine. Then press the commit. So display site. Okay, this is the command 1.1. Here is 1.2. Another one is the 126. Is the so, okay, that's good. P2P. Otherwise, LAN. In LAN side, set the command LAN interface is 5. In Junos, is it possible to configure more than one interface, loopback, or only one? Yes, you can configure more than one. More than one means more than unit. In loopback LO0, you can use different unit. But in EVNG or JNS3, these virtual image support only single loopback unit. Okay. But in physical hardware, it will support multiple loopback unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, 5, respectively. Okay. This is is it okay? No, loopback one, not like this. You can set loopback unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, like this. Not loopback 1, loopback 2, loopback 3. Okay. So my LAN interface is interface 5, unit 0. This will be a LAN, local area network. This will be LAN 5, and BMX to in similar 5. Then IPv4 address, family inet address 209.165.elephant.1/24 is the IPv4 address, and IPv6 address will be 2022 colon A colon A colon A double colon 1/64. Oh, maybe problem. Oh, I need. I said here I need and assign the IPv6 address. That is the problem. Right? So display set. So this is the LAN interface. Interface 5. Then set router 2 also. And this LAN will be 12.1/24, and IPv6 will be B. IPv6 will be B. That means that will be B. That will be B. Double colon 1/64. That's okay. Okay. I have completed the initial configuration. Then test the configuration. Is it working or not? Router P2P interface is the 0/0/0. Their end IP address is 1.1. Then set the ping command for test. Run ping 1.1. Yes, it's working. You can set here rapid like Cisco output and 1.1. Testing the IPv6, run ping, IPv6 address, then rapid. Yes, it's working. Okay. Okay. Our initial testing done. Then set the for IPv4 ICMP request and reply for IPv4. I send the packet 1.2 to 1.1, request 1.2 to 1.1, and reply from 1.1 to 1.2. Similarly, we get ICMP v6 for IPv6, send the request and get the reply. Okay, so this the for both IPv4 and IPv6. Okay, then we go for Telnet and SSH. How to set Telnet and SSH? How to set this one? Just very simple way. Set system services. That is set Telnet. You can say SSH. Very simple command. Telnet and SSH. So place this command Telnet and set the command SSH. Then press the commit command. How to test Telnet and SSH? Run Telnet. What will be the IP address? You can take IPv6 or you can take IPv. No issue. Both will work. Run Telnet is the P2P address, and now I am in VMX 2, but send request to VMX 1 through Telnet. And if I go there, getting the Telnet request, okay? Getting the Telnet request from 1:2 and target Telnet request sent to 1:1. That means router 1. Okay. So I can place here the user ID, the root, and password is Junos 123 hash. Yes, type your correct password, but this window show me login incorrect because by default Juniper operating system root user can't log in remotely. Root user can't log in remotely by default. Okay, so that case you set user defined user. You can set user, one user, set system, login, user. Oh, one user is created lab. Okay, lab. Set system, login user lab. Authentication. Set the class. Class is operator, read-only, supervisor, and unauthorized. I will discuss every step user groups in separate chapter, but I said here super user. Super user means permissions all. All permission will be get lab user. So class is super user, then authentication, plain text password, then enter. Jonas 123 hash. Jonas 123 hash. Okay. Then set, press the commit command and test again. Test again. User is lab. Password is Jonas 123 hash. Yes, I can log in from VMX2 to VMX1 successfully. But in Telnet, there is a problem. What is the problem? Telnet communicate in plain text. This is the problem. Okay. Telnet data. When I see the data, the communication will be plain text. Data. Data. This is the password prompt. Okay, this is the password prompt. What is the data will traverse after that? Junos 1, 2, 3 hash. This is the password. We place this character and this will communicate in plain text. This is the problem of Telnet. Okay, that's why we not like Telnet for management access. This will may be vulnerable for your network. So this is the telnet, and another option is you can set the CLI idle timeout. Idle timeout means you log in your router. For some time, you log up your Windows and go for lunch. This router uh, already log in CLI prompt. You already log in, but you are not working on that device. This is called the idle timeout. You can set idle timeout 60 minutes or depends on your environment, depends on your requirement. You can higher or less this time value. Or if you set the idle timeout 0, idle timeout will be disabled. Okay. Set CLI idle timeout. So how to set this one? Set CLI ideal timeout, and you can set the timeout in minutes. 0 idle timeout will be disabled, and you can set another time, like I said here 60 minutes. Then enter. Idle timeout set to 60 minutes, and you can set the login message. How to set system login message. Set system, that means you have to go the configuration mode, set system login, then message, login message, and you place your message within double quote, or you are not just example, you are um, unauthorized access is prohibited. Prohibited. There is a sample message. The press here. Then press the commit command. Done. Exit. Then press the exit command. Now I am in BMX2. Then again, set here another command is SSH. SSH, you can press IPv4 or IPv6 address. No issue. Anyone will work. Get 0 by 0. IPv4 address is 1.1. Then press the yes. Password is, this is your message. Unauthorized access is prohibited. Okay, this is the login message. And password is Jonas 1, 2, 3, JUNOS 1, 2, 3, H. No, default root user maybe type SSH lab@. Yes, this is your message. This is your user. User is lab, and password is Junos or hash. Yes, I can log in through SSH. And similarly, we are getting SSH request, SSH version 2, SSH request, but this communicate client server mode, but we can't see the data in plain text like Telnet. Okay, this is the difference between Telnet and SSH. So, Jesus, is it clear up to this or up to now? Everything is clear? Yes. Okay. Then. Okay, then management network parameters, management interface. When you purchase a router, this device have management interface. Here is management interface is FX0, FX0 or EM0. Normally, in MX type device, management interface will be FXP0. If multiple management interface, one will be FXP0, another one will be FXP1. So FXP0 normally in Ethernet cable. So you connect the Ethernet cable through your laptop or another networking device to communicate with the Juniper router. So this is the way. So how to set the address in physical interface or management interface? IP address setting is similar. So this is the way. Set interface, interface name, unit 0, family inet for IPv4 address, then address. If you set the route, static route, if you set the static route to raise one LAN to another LAN, like example, want to communicate PC1 to PC2 or BMX1 loopback to BMX2 loopback. You can communicate loopback to loopback or LAN to LAN, one network to another network. We need routing. We need routing. This example of static routing here. So how to do this? I just check this one. Okay. This device not support the IPv6, so just changing this device now. Just a minute. I stop the record now, or stop all nodes. Changing this one. This host only support IPv4. That's why we take care a Cisco router for testing IPv6 router, and this will be act as a PC, and this PC's interface is single interface is enough for now. Yes, okay. So this is PC1. Just rename this one, and this one will be PC2. Then connect as like before, and it's 5. It's 0 by 0, and interface will be 5. Okay. That's okay. Start. Oops. Okay, so just booting process. I pause the record now. Resume the recording. Okay, so BMX1, that means the router booting process is done. Then press the root user and password is our default lab password. Root JUNOS 123 hash. What is this? Root 123. We yet not changed the password, right? Oh, that's why. Edit. Set system root authentication. Plain text password. And password is Junos 123 hash. Junos 123 hash. Then commit. Root user is Junos 123 hash. Yes, CLI. Then edit. PC1. PC1, I take it on Cisco router. What do you think about all access path Juniper courses? It is very well. If you arrange these access paths, this will provide you all certification guide. That means PDF book and also recorded class. Also recorded class. That is better, I think. But this will not interactive. This is the problem. So, would you like to enter the initial dialogue? It was yes. It's too much expensive. Too much expensive. Yes. Would you like to initial configuration? No. Press here no. It will take some time, maybe. Yes, yes, yes. Configure and set the command hostname PC2. And similarly, press the command configure terminal. This is one and interface. Oh, before this, IPv6 unicast routing for enable the IPv6 routing. In Cisco router, default IPv4 routing will be already enabled. Okay, that do show IP interface brief. One interface is and administratively down. So interface gig 0 by 0 description connect with BMX2 connect with BMX2. Similarly in PC1 gig 0 by 0 connect with PC1 is connected with BMX1 and IP address is 209.165.11.11/24. 5.5.5.5. That's it. and IPv6 address 2022:A::A::A double colon A/64. That is good for now. Then press the shutter. Okay, then right. No, yet not. I have a plan. I have a plan. Maybe next year, 2023. Okay. So, so other one is default route. Default route will be IP route 0.0.0.0.0.0. This for IPv4. IPv4 default gateway is 1 and IPv6 route double colon slide 0 and next hop will be 1, right? 1. Next hop will be 1 and this enter. So this for PC1 and for PC2. Oh, sorry. For PC2, I have not set the IP address. So set the IP address now. PC2 is 12.12. 12.12. In your YouTube channel, you have JNCIA IPS videos, but only in Bangla, not in yes. Yet not arrange English base. If you arrange a student, I can start English base. No issue. Okay. No issue. And this is B and this is B and last one is B. This is the IPv6 address. Oh, set the no shutdown command. Then press the route. Set the IPv4 is static route. For PC2, the subnet is 12.1. For IPv6 route is that will be B. That will be B double colon 1. Yes. And then right. And then right. Okay. Just testing the configuration. IPv6, yes, getting ping. IPv4 gateway, ping the IPv4 gateway, yes, getting ping. What is the status of PC2? Ping IPv6 gateway, yes, it's working. And check the IPv4, yes, it's working. So show IP interface brief. PC2. PC2 IP address is 12.12 from PC1. If I place ping 12.2, that is unreachable. Success rate is 0 out of 5. That means we can trace PC1 to PC2 because of routing. We yet not make any routing. That's why one network cannot communicate with another network. This is the reason. So for that reason, if you communicate one network to another network in different router, set the routing. Here is the example of static routing. And some keyword we applied here, no re-advertise, and another keyword will be retrain. I will show commit and quit changes, adding the configuration, show configuration. Okay. So test the static routing. How to test from VMX1? From VMX1, we set the from VMX1, our destination address is this LAN. For VMX2, my destination network is this one. So how to make route for the destination? VMX1 set routing options static route. Routing options static route. Then set the destination. Destination is 209.165.12.0/24 and press the next hop. Next hop IP is I am in VMX1. My next hop is VMX2 and VMX2 Z0/0/0 address is 209.165.1.2. So this is for IPv4 static routing. In my company, it will implement segment routing using Juniper and WordPress. Do you have any recommendation? Yes, of course. I will provide you the documentation. Or if you get any help regarding segment routing, especially in Juniper and Hub, I will help you. No issue. Okay. Static routing. Static routing. Static routing. I have done the static routing. So show display set. Similarly, we copy this static routing to VMX2. The changes is I'm in VMX2. My destination is 11.0. My destination is 11.0/24 and next hop will be from VMX2. My next hop will be VMX1. So VMX1 is 0/0 address is 1.1. So that's done. If I try to ping from PC1 to PC2, yes, it's working. And if I press the address route 12.12, first one is VMX1, VMX1 to VMX2, then PC2. And check the communication. We'll get the ISMP request. Maybe nothing. Oh, yeah. I shut down that router and that means we take it again. That's why I'm not showing this. Okay. Yes. This is the trace route command. ICMP. To check the route is using show route table. Yes, of course. Of course. So this is the elephant.1. Elephant.1 is the gateway. Then 1.2. 1.2 is BMX2 router Z0/0 address. And last one is 12.12.12. If I test here again the ping, yes, and yes, getting the request. 12.11.11 is the source and destination is 12.12. This is the request and this is the reply. Okay, then go to VMX1, run show route. This is your route table. Two route table is there. One for IPv4, another one is for IPv6. For IPv4, table is inet.0. For IPv6, route is inet 6.0. To separate table, inet.0 for IPv4 route table, inet 6.0 for IPv6 route table. Okay, so static route, this is your static route. Static route default preference is 5. Preference you can compare with Cisco. Cisco is called administrative distance. Cisco called administrative distance, but Juniper called preference. For static route, Cisco use 1 default, but Juniper use preference is 5. So this is the destination and this is the next stop, and this exit interface is automatically selected when you press the static routing. Okay. And what is the significance of star? Star means this route is active in your routing table. It's called the star. So for IPv6, this is for IPv4. What will be the command for IPv6? For IPv6, set routing options RIB, then RIB name. RIB means routing information base. Our route table, IPv6 route table is inet 6.0, then static route. Okay, this is the difference, IPv4 and IPv6. The third, the destination. Destination is BMX2. So this plus our destination is PC2 LAN. That means BMX2 LAN. BMX2 LAN means this address. This address your destination. So this one 64, and next hop will be P2P IPv6 2 from BMX1. So this is the IPv6 address. Then commit. Again, press the route table, run show route. This for IPv4 and this is the IPv6. Or you can place your table inet 6.0 if you see only IPv6. Okay. And a static route, where is the static route? This is the static route, and this is static and preference is 5. This is the next stop. Very similar with IPv4. Okay. And similarly, place the command set routing options RIB. What is this? inet 6.0 BMX2. So this place that. This LAN network is this one. This one is the LAN network, BMX2. Then, sorry, 64. Then inet 6 static route. Then target address or destination. Then next hop will be P2P. That's fine. So this is your IPv6. Then you can test your IPv6. Show IPv6 interface brief. To show IPv6 interface brief. Your IPv6 address is this one. So check from there. Yes, it's working. You can trace IPv6 address. If you go in, this is the IPv6 communication from A to B. Okay. What means routing options RIB? Routing options RIB means in Cisco, we can use different routing protocols, static and dynamic routing protocols. Routing options here, you can uh, in Juniper, every daemon is separate. Routing daemon is separate. So if you set the routing related command, you go to the routing options, and RIB means routing information base. Yeah, for IPv6 there is no predefined RIB. There is no predefined RIB for routing. Uh, you have when you communicate IPv6 one source to destination, that default RIB will be INET 6.0. INET 6.0. Okay. So that's why we place here RIB. So let's place that. Your IPv6 route will be RIB routing information base INET 6.0. INET 6.0. INET 6 or INET 6.0. Maybe a 0 is missing here, maybe. INET 6. Here is okay, INET 6.0, but this is the problem. So I just rewrite this one. INET 6.0. Edit RIB INET 6. So INET 6.0. Then commit. Check the communication. Yes, it's working. So it's all okay. This is okay. Static routing. Yes. For static routing, we can use two keywords. One keyword is no re-advertise and another keyword is retain. What is this? No advertise means you can say it here for IPv4 and IPv6. You can say it extra command is option is no re-advertise. No re-advertise. What is the meaning? Don't mark route as eligible to be re-advertised. That means if we place here no re-advertise, this route will not advertise through another dynamic routing protocol. Another dynamic routing protocol. This route will not advertise. This is called the no re-advertise. And what is the meaning of no retain? Don't always keep route in forwarding table. No retain means don't always keep route in forwarding table. A retain means route should be in forwarding table always. This is the difference, means no retain and retain. So what is the retain? I keep this route permanently in forwarding table. This is called the retain. No re-advertise means this route will not advertise through another routing table like OSPF, like ISIS, like BGP. Clear? Just as retain and no re-advertise. These two keyword. Is it okay? Retain. run show route, and my route is static, this one for v6 and v4, this one. Run the advertise to another routing protocol. Yes, when you use no re-advertise. Okay. Okay. You can run show route. This route that means detail or extensive. Extensive or detail, state active, no re-advertise. This tag route have this tag, but if we check IPv6 static route, there is no special tag extensive. See here, active, only active, but there is additional no re-advertise. This tag will not allow to advertise another routing protocol. Activating your configuration, commit and quit. Oh, you will already know this. Commit and quit. You show configuration, view the result to see the configuration in text mode. If you see the configuration in text mode, structured format, place the simple command show. This will show the structured command format. That means system, curly bracket, some configuration, then another option, curly bracket, another option. This is the text mode or structure format, or you can set command, display set. This will show you the exact configuration line. Okay. To the rescue. What is the rescue? A rescue configuration is designed to restore basic connectivity in the event of configuration problems. What is this? When you place the rollback command, rollback, what is the number? Last rollback number is 18. So total number of configuration file will be stored in our storage 19 because starting is 0. This router will store up to 49 rollback. Okay. So after some days, 49 rollback, there is lots of rollback there, but router will store only 49, up to 49. So if you think some configuration file is stable and this is the standard configuration, and you can set this configuration file as a standard configuration, or if something wrong in your configuration, you can roll back of that particular configuration file. Then you can use rescue configuration. Rescue configuration file will not remove, but in this rollback configuration number will automatically remove. This rollback configuration file will be automatically removed, but rescue configuration will not automatically remove after 49. So in that case, you can use rescue configuration. You can use rescue configuration. How to do this? Run request system configuration rescue. Two options, delete and save. Okay, on press here. There is no rescue configuration. Okay. If I set this one, then press the commit command, roll back and see the rescue configuration file. Anytime you roll back the rescue configuration, no issue. Okay. So this is the way So take a specific configuration file as a standard file, and you can roll back anytime of that specific but particular configuration file. This is called the rescue configuration. Okay, and last one is interface overview. There are different types of interface in Juniper operating system. This is the management interface, FX0 or ME0, internal interface, FX1 or EM0, network interface, Sonnet, ADM. This interface naming is yet not used nowadays. Nowadays use is a gigabit Ethernet interface, most of the case. Loopback interface is the different types of interface. What will be the naming convention for an interface? First one is see here the picture. First one is line card. Line card is called APC. Line card is called the APC. APC have multiple slot. APC have here separate 4 slot. Each slot name is PIC. Each slot name is PIC, and every PIC have port number. Every PIC have individual port number. That will be one or more than one port. So naming convention will be the APC number, then PIC number, then port number. So what will be run show chassis APC big status. So now I am in slot 0. That means APC 0 and PIC 0. Run show chassis hardware. Now my router, I am in APC 0 and PIC 0, and there is 10 port. There is 10 port, 10 into 1Z, 10 into 1Z. There is 10 port, and naming convention is run show interface stars, and naming convention is ZE. First one is GE dash. First one is GE, then APC number. We see here APC number is 0. Second one 0 means this is the PIC number. PIC number is 0. And last one is port number. Port number is 0 to 9. Total is 10 port. So this is the port naming convention of Juniper. Is it clear? Jesus? Port number? How to set the port number in Juniper? Okay. Logical interface. This is the logical unit. Yes, it is a convention. Yes. I use here unit 0. Unit 0, I set the IP address. You can set also different unit. You can set also different unit. I also show you how to set the different unit IP address. Logical properties like protocol family, addresses, virtual circuits, we already use this. And physical properties is link mode, speed, MTU. If you see this one, show interface, Z is 0 by 0 by 0. You will see there every physical properties like MTU. What is MTU? 1514. Speed is 1G. That means a link mode. Flow control is enabled. And others parameter. Okay. And this is the unit 0. This is the IP address. Okay. This logical properties is IP address and other things. This is the logical property. This is the logical property. And this is the physical property, MTU speed, MRU. This is the physical property. Physical properties, unit number, logical properties. This is the configuration hierarchy of interfaces. We have already configured the interfaces. Layer 3 interface configuration example. How to do this? Set interface ID, unit number, family INET, then IPv4 address. There is two keywords here, preferred and primary. The difference is use preferred option to select preferred address for interface, and primary use primary option to select primary address for that interface. This is the difference. You can set multiple IP address in a single interface, no issue. In Cisco, if you set the multiple IP address, you have to put the secondary option. But in Juniper, no need to set the secondary option. You directly put multiple IP address in single interface. So this is the output of show command of one single interface. If I press here run show interface J0 by 0 by 0, then task command, this will there getting the similar output. This the interface and IPv4 and IPv6 address here is the similar. This is the interface of this the IPv4 address INET6. This is the IPv6 address. This one is the link local address, making for AUI64 method. Okay, so this is all for this chapter. So if you have any question, please ask me. I think today our class has finished. Yes, anything you can ask? All clear? Okay, that's fine. So that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.